Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here today. Last night, I was able to attend AEW Dynamite as well as AEW Collision being taped here in Sacramento, California at the Memorial Coliseum. I didn't do like a day in the life video, but my girlfriend, it was her first show that she ever went to. She shot a lot of video clips on her phone, so I might ask her if I can airdrop those to me and see if I can put those into a video. Honestly, the venue is very good. I think it really fit AEW. I went to one TNA house show, roughly 2011 to 2012. I titled the video Hardy Party. Because I met Jeff Hardy backstage. If you bought a car, you got a ticket to meet Jeff Hardy, and then we also paid $20 to meet him inside of the ring. Really, really cool night. I was able to meet up with my friend Mario, and then I met a guy that's talked about on the Major Wrestling Figure podcast. I met a guy named Roy that I've been looking to meet, honestly, for a really long time. He's actually going to be featured in a video that when he was in town, Mark Sterling went to his house and filmed his Lucha collection. But as a fan of wrestling, I'm going to be making my return to WrestleMania this year in Las Vegas. I bought AEW tickets. I can honestly tell you that right off the bat, I was surprised by the ticket price. But last night, being able to see the level of talent that came to Sacramento, I was really, really surprised. But as a person who paid that price for the ticket, I can honestly tell you they were putting on a television show, and I don't really feel like... I don't know how to say this right. I don't really feel like I got my money's worth. And that it's one of the reasons why I love going to WWE house shows, even though I haven't done it in a long time. Last night, they already had the pay-per-view basically all decided, what matches were going to be there. There was no big qualifying matches or anything like that. So I might have got to see a lot of the stars of AEW. I saw... Cowboy, I saw MJF, they got in a fight in the ring. I saw Moxley come in and run Wheeler Yuta out of the building. But I didn't get to see a lot of the big stars wrestle. I mean, the wrestling that I saw was fun, but then this is my fault. I just kind of fell out of AEW. I was really into it around December with Wrestle Dream, when I really thought that Shane McMahon was going to be coming into the company. They were, I think they had already formed the group with Moxley and Claudio, and I was like, this is going to be really cool. This is going to be like a revolution. Of course, you're always chasing the high of like a group of guys is going to be like the new NWO, especially with the fact that, he was the champion. They're trying to, run everybody out. They're trying to say that they run this now. They're working for somebody else. So, I mean, that's really what I was looking for. And it didn't happen. And it's not their fault. Wrestle Dream was a good show. But I think when the next pay-per-view came along, I think honestly what comes down to it, I just forgot to watch it. And then I didn't really watch any of the TV coming up along the way. And then all of a sudden it's like, hey, the Dynamite show is on Wednesday. And I know nothing which is going on. But I can tell you as a casual viewer who knows the names of AEW, who went to the show, it was good. I think honestly what helped out was the size of the arena more than anything else. I would say, honestly, it was 90% full. I think if you went through and you looked, there was a seat here or there along the way that was empty, and AEW had people moving people around to make sure that, what you saw on television was covered. But even on the the camera side, it was pretty good, pretty full over there. And I texted Ravi and Miguel, and I asked how the show was coming off on TV. I thought that with the overhang, I'm not really sure what to call it, but like if it looked like the Manhattan Center, back in the day, with the crowd basically sitting in the upper deck, but it looks like the upper deck was like sitting right above the ring. I had fun. They had a merge table. I can honestly tell you, when you look out over an AEW crowd, it's kind of funny because most of the merch that I saw people wearing was WWE merch. And if they weren't wearing WWE merch, it was physically AEW merch. Lots of AEW sweatshirts, t-shirts, hats, beanies. I went to the merch stand, and from pictures I had seen in the past, it's gotten a lot better to where they feature the actual wrestlers. I think that's why a lot of people have AEW sweatshirts, hats, and such, because you go to the merch stand back in the day, and that's physically what they sold more than anything else. I don't know if that was their way of getting around making money, but not having to have like a profit share with the wrestlers. Their percentage off of what was sold and things like that. But they had MJF shirts, they had Swerve shirts, they had Outrunners glasses, they had hologram masks, hologram glasses, hologram what are these called, bracelets, I guess you can say. They had micro ballers. When I went to the merch stand, I was surprised. The wrestler that was Man Scout Manning. I said this name like 3 times yesterday, and I had trouble all 3 times. I don't remember having trouble saying it when he was wrestling back in the day. But he was running the merch table with another guy, and both of them asked if I needed anything, and I said, I got one old school stupid question that I'm surprised you guys will even answer. And he said, what is it? And I said, do you guys have any DVDs? And he's like, man, we don't have DVDs anymore. And I just said, hey, I'm kind of a completist. Bought all of the AEW DVDs as they were released, and somehow I just missed Revolution. I don't think I knew when it was released, and all I saw on the site was basically sold out signs. And he said they hope to be doing like a reorder for the website, but it's definitely going to be a website item, and I just got to keep checking back in. I know I missed that one, and then I believe it was like around the Black Friday to Christmas sale when All In was released. I was like, well, All Out has to come soon, and I'll just buy them both at the same time to save on the shipping. And one of them, I think All In sold out, and I was like, man, now I'm missing 2. I might be done. And then I guess they restocked All In, and I was able to actually do what my plan was to get them both at the same time. And now I'm back to only needing Revolution. But all together, AEW, awesome show. Tony Khan came out, I believe, 3 times. It was announced at the beginning of the show that they were going to be doing both tapings. They actually told us the matches that were going to be on the main event. On the main event of Collision. But then when Dynamite ended, Tony Khan came out and said, hey, Sacramento, I love you. This is a new arena. I'm guaranteeing that we're going to come back to this place. But you guys were so good that we're just going to do Collision now. And I was like, well, wait a minute. I guess you want all the fans to cheer and you want them to stay because you're going to be taping a TV show. But we already knew that they were going to do Collision. But I guess he was trying to work us into that. In order to sell extra tickets, I guess you can say, to like spike the crowd, They brought in a lot of lucha wrestlers from Mexico. Mystico was there. He wrestled in the main event. I can honestly tell you a lot of people left it for Dynamite. A lot of people left after Collision. And I wanted to stay for one more match for the Lucha 6-man, and I thought it was going to be the craziest shit I ever saw. And it kind of honestly was just another match. There was another wrestler in there. Maybe I guess I'll have to ask Roy who he was. That was more flashier. Maybe he was just younger than Mystico was. He kind of, the only way I can describe him is he had a cowboy hat and he had colors, like he was like the Macho Man in the early 90s. Not Macho King, but when he was announcing, he had the neon colors, and he was kind of flashy. He was kind of good, but I thought I was gonna see a lot of high flying stuff I never saw. They made some jumps to the outside and stuff like that, but we got home at a normal time, and we were able to stop at Burger King on the way home because we hadn't ate all day. But I don't know. It was what it was. The only thing I can ask for is next time AEW comes, it's not a go-home show to a pay-per-view. We got the contract signing between Swerve and Ricochet, and then we actually saw them wrestle in a tag match later with Okada, and I just kept on thinking to myself, I can't believe Okada is wrestling in Sacramento. And then Adam Cole, they had him go there just to do a run-in on Collision to help save Daniel Garcia. I kept watching his match, and I kept thinking to myself, this guy's the TNT champ, but I wonder if he really wishes that he signed with WWE. He got the big moment of making his return and standing up to MJF, but it doesn't seem like he's doing a lot right now. And it seems like there's a lot of guys in AEW. They got a really, really good roster. I always kind of refer to them, and that's not fair to what WCW was, but WCW just found a way to use guys and make secondary feuds matter. And it seems like they just have guys hanging around, and that's what kind of sucks. You look at that Revolution pay-per-view, they put it up on the screen match by match. Of course, we can't hear the announcers, but that's what they have it up there for us, because the announcers are talking about it. And it's a damn good pay-per-view when you're just looking at match selection. And but there's a lot of guys that you're they're not on the show, and that kind of sucks. So it is what it is. It was a fun night. Hopefully AEW comes back. It's been 2 years since the last time they were here, but I don't think they made any money doing the Golden One Center because it was just too damn big. So we'll see. Peace out.